So you hire a maid to clean up your mess, but the boss at one housekeeping service has made a real mess.
Yeah, a financial mess for the people who trusted her the most. Problem solver Rob Wolchek says this maid has been cleaning up in more ways than one. Rob?
Dust off your remote and turn up the TV. This is the story of a neat freak who's freaking out her friends and ex-employees. Seems she's not as spick and span as everyone thought.
They see me rolling.
This is Kristine. Why would you steal from your own employees?
I didn't.
These are the OGs who used to make up Kristine's posse, the Maid Brigade.
One time she said we were more like sisters than employees.
I don't trust her for anything.
I was totally dumbfounded by everything that happened.
They see me rolling.
What Kristine's crews didn't know was that this cleaning lady was hiding a dirty secret, and they were rolled.
Trying to catch me riding dirty. Trying to catch me riding dirty.
Kathy worked for Kristine's Maid Brigade business from 1989 till 2003.
You could not ask for a better boss.
Really?
She was the best boss you could ever ask for.
Rose was an employee for 10 years.
It was fun working there. I really enjoyed working there.
And Bunny spent more than 20 years working with Kristine.
Nice, personable lady, very friendly, good sense of humor. Never had any issues with her.
They've got issues now. Years after all of them moved on, when they found out squeaky clean Kristine was pretty much a dirty crook.
You were a victim of identity fraud back in 2003, but you didn't find out till 2015.
Right.
I knew absolutely nothing about it.
It hurts. It hurts a lot that she did this to me.
Rose had left Kristine's maid business almost 10 years ago when she moved to Arizona. She still considered Kristine a friend, but had pretty much forgotten about her until late last year.
I get a call from Wells Fargo out of Phoenix saying that I owed them close to $15,000.
The bank said Rose owed the money on a credit card taken out 12 years earlier when she was vice president of a maid company in Michigan. She was never vice president. She just worked in the office and cleaned houses. And she sure had never taken out any kind of credit card.
Never saw the cards, never knew they existed, we never saw the cards.
Kathy just found out she was a victim too. Seems Kristine had used her name and social security number to get charge cards as well, back in 2003.
She's had these credit cards in your name for all these years and you didn't even know it?
Nope, never knew it. Until she just quit paying on them.
Kathy's credit application listed her as president of the company with a huge income. In reality, Kathy was just a cleaning lady. Now, she's a retired cleaning lady with bill collectors hounding her.
How much money?
Between two charge cards is $14,698.99.
Then there's Bunny.
And I was surprised that someone was attempting to open up a credit card in my name with the company logo as a business credit card.
In 2008, Bunny was contacted by a bank's fraud department. They were wondering if she was trying to take out a Maid Brigade business credit card in her name using her social security number. No, she certainly was not, but suspected it was her boss and supposed friend, Kristine.
On the application, she listed the company's address and stuff, but she had listed my her personal cell phone number to contact if there were any questions.
Bunny filed a police report for identity theft. No charges were filed because luckily the bank hadn't issued the card yet. But of course, Kathy and Rose weren't so lucky. They hadn't been tipped off to Kristine's craftiness until after she'd charged up thousands of dollars in their names and stopped paying the bills.
So I called Chris, and she admitted she took it out. I gave her a certain amount of time to pay it off, and she never did pay it off.
So who is Kristine? Well, she's still running a cleaning business out of this Troy office. But the business no longer belongs to the Maid Brigade franchise. She was terminated. According to her 2013 personal bankruptcy, she owed them $43,719. She also owed the IRS $200,000. In all, Kristine had racked up $605,000 in debts. And that didn't include these credit card debts. After all, Kristine couldn't claim them on her bankruptcy. They weren't in her name. they were in Kathy and Rose's. But Kristine was apparently using them even after her 2013 bankruptcy. Last March, she charged up $185 worth of Cookie Lee jewelry on the card in Kathy's name. And she got $3,481 in cash advances at a 23% interest rate. Who cares if it's high? Wasn't in her name. Kathy and Rose went to the police, and Kristine Soleil was charged with identity theft. Last month, she pled guilty here at the Oakland County Courthouse. And the very next day, she was back as the boss, going with her new crews of unsuspecting employees into people's houses.
I would hope that she's never attempted to do any of this to her customers.
But our customers have their income tax stuff out on their tables and stuff, and their desk. Who says she's not going to steal one of their Social Security numbers?
You would go into celebrities' homes, and you're cleaning these people's homes, and they have valuables around.
After finishing cleaning a house last week, I gave Kristine the chance to come clean.
Can I talk to you a little bit about your cleaning up?
Sure.
Well, you're kind of cleaning up with the credit cards. What's the deal with the credit cards that you took out in your ex-employees' names?
Oh, I can't talk about that.
Well, sure you can.
No,
Well, you know, these ladies want to
That's
know
not true.
what's going on. Well, it is true. Didn't you just plead guilty to it?
no.
Yeah, you did. Why don't you set me straight on this?
Kristine doesn't cop to any dirty deeds.
Isn't this the application you filled out?
No.
She never even glanced at the paperwork.
The question I have is, I mean, why would you steal
Have a
from
nice
your
day.
own employees?
I didn't.
You
See
kind
you later.
of. Well, yeah, you did. You just pled guilty to it, didn't you?
Nope.
With that, the glass cleaning gangsta makes a clean getaway. Hey, Kristine, I got a tidy place for you. You're in the Hall of Shame.
Tryna catch me riding dirty.
Now, we contacted the Maid Brigade headquarters, and they want to make it clear they no longer have anything to do with Kristine Soleil. They hold their franchisees to the highest ethical standards, and Chris didn't make the cut. But she still is busy cleaning houses using the name Maid today. We'll see if she'll still be a maid tomorrow, because she gets sentenced later this month. Murray and Sherry?
Wow, that is really frightening. I mean, when you have someone in your home to provide a service and you have your purse out and your credit cards, and frightening.
And everybody likes the housekeepers and things. We've had housekeeping services before, and you get to know the people and you trust them. And the first time you might hide your expensive watch or something like that, and then you start to get to know them. And so I think it's kind of scary that this lady was taking from her own employees. I don't know, it's just kind of a freaky story, I think.
Yeah, so the question, Rob, is how well do you know the people who come into your house to clean your house? Have you checked them? Are they bonded? Are they licensed? And how well do you know the people who you work for? Here's an employer who apparently was taken from the
really
employees.
tripped out the ex-employees. I mean, they found out 12 years ago she took out these cards in their names. So,
all right.
Very interesting.
One thing you have to say, you got to keep it clean
God.
all the time. Thanks, Rob.
Thank you.